Hi, hello, my name is Apple. These are watercolor paintings that I did. So before it was finished, I was kind of quiet about it. Anytime I would get compliments like, oh, that painting behind you is really nice, I'm like, thanks, but I wouldn't really invite much conversation about it. However, even after it was completed, I still like held myself back because I didn't want to bombard people with a bunch of information that they didn't ask for. So that's what this video is gonna be. I'm just gonna talk about these paintings in as much detail for as long as I want because it's my video, it's my channel, I don't care, but thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. So welcome to the tour of my paintings, I guess. Let's get into it. I'm just gonna like share a little bit of like how I used to think and stuff. So growing up, yes, we're going that far, but just bear with me. So growing up, I always thought that you had to choose one or the other. You could either be an artist or you could be good at music. It was only one or the other for some reason. I don't know why I thought that way. I guess I saw it as kind of like skill points. So if you maxed out on one, you couldn't be good at the other thing. I think I still think that way, but that's just not true. That's not how life works. If you are good at something, you can be good at something else. Who knew? But yeah, so I kind of always turned away from the thought of me doing anything like this, like drawing or painting or anything. I just automatically assumed that I wouldn't be good at it. So now I'm gonna tell you like how I got into it. So I was making my album. It was like late 2020, I want to say like September or something, and I was getting so stressed out. I felt myself kind of inching towards burnout. Like I recognized the signs because I have burned myself out before, and I was like, nope, we are not doing this again. So I just started finding ways to like kind of like try to take my mind off of things. I tried a lot of things actually. I tried to read, that didn't work. I tried to meditate, that didn't work. I tried to go on walks. I thought the further I was away from my desk it would help, but it didn't. Yeah, and then I think it was like in September that I found this channel called Boy. You should check him out actually. I think he's really chill, he's really funny. I enjoy his videos. Tell him I sent you. I'm just kidding, he's not gonna care. Anyway, so well, his name is Jude, but fun fact about that, I actually didn't know his name was Jude even though I spent like 3 days watching his videos. So he has a series on his channel called Jude's Art Gallery. I don't know, I just watched one of his videos and he said the title. He was like, welcome to Jude's Art Gallery. I was like, who's Jude? Oh! Anyway, he has a series on his channel called Jude's Art Gallery where he would paint. I don't know, I just thought they looked so much fun, you know? I was like, I want to do that. But then again, like I mentioned, I didn't think that I would be good at it and I thought it would just like bring me more stress, but I wanted to try, you know? And then so I was out with my cousin, we were having bingsu. I don't know why, but like she's the person I eat bingsu with. But anyway, yeah, so I was just kind of like playing around with the idea like maybe I should start painting, but I was still kind of unsure. So I just kind of floated the idea by her. I was like, I was thinking about painting, and then she just said, yeah, do it. And I was like, okay, I will. So as soon as I could, I went to the store, I got paint, I got some brushes, and then started painting. But yeah, basically that's how I got into it. And yeah, it went great. So I'm gonna show you the things that I use now, okay? These are the things that I use. Okay, so I guess first up we'll start with the things that I bought first. So I bought this paint palette. It's messy and it's disgusting and I'm gonna show you it anyway as is because who the fuck cares about perfection? Not me. So I'm glad I got this actually. So it came with these two brushes. Like that's so cool that they give you like usable brushes. I still actually use them. It's like that's so great. I don't know, like I kind of just expect things not to work sometimes, but these are good brushes. Okay, before we get into the palette, I'm going to show you the rest of the brushes. Okay, so when I bought this, I also bought this pack of brushes. So yeah, I got these brushes and oh my god, they suck. Like that sounds really harsh, but it's true. They shed so much and I think it's like real hair or something because like they soak up so much of the paint and they're not good. Okay, they're not good. The first time that I used them I was like, nope, absolutely not, and I just immediately went to get new ones. But it's so sad because they're so pretty. I mean, look at them. Ugh. Anyway, I went to get new ones and these are the ones that I got. so much better. And these are synthetic bristles, I think. Is that the word? Bristles? They work so much better. So I'm so glad that I got these. These are not as pretty as the other ones. I wish these brushes had these brushes functionality. Is that a sentence? I don't know. But yeah, super happy I got these and I had nothing to regret. These are great. I would say that this one's my favorite. I just use it for a lot of things because I like to do like really pretty skies, and this is really super helpful. So now I'm going to show you the paint palette that I use. Okay, it's really not pretty. Anyway, hi. So as you can see, like a lot of them are like they're barely there anymore. This is actually removable. Hang on. As you can see, I use a lot of blues and a lot of greens and a lot of black. For sure, I use a lot of black. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I don't know, I guess like I thought I would use a lot of the blues. I thought I would use up a lot of the reds because those are the colors that I like. But yeah, I used up a lot of the greens and I used up a lot of purple. Like, I did not see that coming. If you think you know yourself and you try to guess what colors you would primarily use in your paintings, and then you find out like, no, that's not really true. Anyway, so fun fact, actually, because the first set of brushes sucked, I actually finished up the white one on like the first day. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, like what even? What? How did this happen? I just kept like digging into the paint. Then the next thing I knew, it was like this. I have not touched it since. This is like day one. Like this happened on the first day. Like how did that happen? I don't know, okay? Ugh, anyway. So yeah, that's just like the backstory, what I use and stuff like that. I don't know, I just wanted to share that with you. I guess now we can get into the actual tour of the actual paintings. So that's exciting. Let's go! So I guess now is the time for the tour. I guess I'll be the, I don't know what they're called, curator, host, I don't know. I'll be the person to walk you through what you're seeing here. So yeah, there are some paintings that you can't see, like these big ones right here. I'll probably talk about them briefly and I'll show you. Don't even worry about it, I got you. So yeah, welcome to The Wall. It is officially called The Wall. If you recall Jude, who I mentioned moments ago probably, when I was a few paintings in, I sent him a message saying like, you made me want to start painting because you made it look so fun. He had nice things to say. He's nice, I guess. I don't know him. And I jokingly said maybe I should call it Apple's Jude's Art Gallery because I thought that would be funny. Later on, I said that I would love to show you the wall when it's done, and I stylized it as such, like capital T and capital W. For some reason he found that so amusing. He was like, yeah, I can't wait to see the wall. And I was like, I'm not gonna call it Apple's Jude's Art Gallery. Like, who has the time? You know what it is, I know what it is. It's just gonna be called The Wall from now on. So that's what it is to me. Anyway, so let's get into it now. I think I'll just start now, whatever. I'm sorry about the background noise, sorry. So to start, I think this one is actually the first one that I did, and I even remember the date that I did it. It was on the 13th of October 2020. I just started telling my cousins, I was like, oh my god, I'm actually painting. Even though my first experience wasn't very pleasant, I've come to learn a lot about what I like and stuff. For example, like, I definitely enjoy like sunset colors, you know? It's pretty, and this tree turned out to be very important in the learning process. I figured out pretty early on that I liked having like details in shadow instead of being like the main focus. I think that's the thing that turned me off the most about painting, is the thought of like, if I had to paint this house in like detail, I just wouldn't want to do it. I'm not a very like detailed person, I guess. I prefer to take the more like abstract approach, like more broad strokes, you know? That's more my style. So it makes sense that I would like prefer to focus on the skies. I guess this kind of set the stage for the rest of the paintings, like what they were gonna be, I guess. Oh, actually, a lot of these I was following tutorials and stuff. I will definitely link those in the description. So if you want to start painting, get some paper, start painting, have fun with it. And maybe even you can have your own little mini gallery like I have here. So anyway, so after this, after the mess that became of the first set of brushes that I used, I immediately, I think like the very next day, I went to get new brushes. The colorful ones that I don't like the look of, but they're a lot better to use. So yeah, that's what I use for the next one. Pretty sky, And the trees, it's beautiful in my opinion. Another thing that I learned about myself is that I don't like signs of life. I don't know if you noticed, but you don't really see a lot of like people or animals in these. Basically like no birds, no humans, no like deer, nothing like that. The moment that I realized that I had painted these on, I was like, nope, never again. I'm not doing that again. So yeah, and then from then on, I'm pretty fuzzy on the timeline of things, but I know that these 4 were first. This one is actually my cousin's favorite. He liked it so much and he was like so enthusiastic about it. I actually painted him his own larger version of it. Hang on, let me get it. See? Sorry, it's not as pretty, but it's his and I still haven't gotten around to like giving it to him, but I will, and I hope he likes it. Yeah, but for some reason this one is like a favorite. Apparently Jude likes it too. I get it, like it's nice, it's pretty, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. My favorite would actually be this one right here. I'm a huge fan of water. The element of water, just like, it just calms me down. If I were to be any element, I would probably be water. Although, if I could bend any element, if I could choose, I would probably want to bend air. I don't know, flying sounds fun. And I checked, seals do not eat turtles, so this is not a painting of a seal chasing a turtle. They're just 2 sea creatures just vibing in the ocean. We're fine. If I had found out that seals do in fact eat turtles, I would have torn this up and burnt it. I just wouldn't even want to think about it, but they're fine. It's fine. It stays. Anyway. And then the next one, I'm pretty sure it's this one. There's another story about this. Okay, oh my god, it's so embarrassing. What I was trying to do with this was actually this. It was supposed to be a galaxy painting. I don't know what it is, but when you get into watercolor painting, you kind of have to start painting galaxies. It's like a law. Anyway, so another learning experience that I had was that watercolor requires a lot of patience, and I'm not a very patient person. What I was supposed to do was to like paint it in layers and wait for it to dry before I went in to darken it, but no, I just went in and just started painting over. Like, there was an empty spot, I just painted over it. Originally it didn't have this thing, it was just this mess. Like, I pasted it on the wall and then I was like, I just stared at it. I was like, what do I do with this? And then thought came into my mind. I was like, that looks like something you would hallucinate while dehydrated in a desert. And I was like, okay, let's make it that then. So I painted in the sand dunes. Now that I mentioned elements, it kind of reminds me of that episode when they were stranded on the desert. I should have painted a cactus, but anyway, another learning experience thing, whatever. I wanted to try something new, right? Because every tree that I've painted thus far, it was all in black. So I was like, okay, maybe I should try something new. Terrible idea. I should not have done that. I mean, look at it. It's terrible. I hate it. I can't even like sugarcoat it. It's not good. Like, I don't mind it being here, you know? Like, I know what I am. I'm not very good at painting. So like, expectations wise, I mean, like, come on, what were you expecting, right? But like, yeah, I don't know. I still appreciate it for what it is. It's still something I made and it still has value. I just wish it wasn't so bad. Like, whatever. From then on, I just like, no more trying to paint details. I'm not good at details, okay? So, a few of them actually, I didn't follow any tutorials. I call them freeform paintings. So, for example, this one right here, I'm pretty sure this one, I don't even know what this one is, but yeah. I think that one over there, this one too. Yeah, just a couple of these. Just whatever I thought of, I painted. And this one has to be my favorite because I just like how the colors play together. This one I painted while I was angry. I was kind of Oh, I just got it. Okay, yeah, so I was spiraling and I guess I wanted to paint a spiral. Very clever. But yeah, I like it. It's a pop of color, you know? This one I painted while I was watching a Coldplay documentary. I don't know, it was raining while I was watching that documentary, so I guess I don't know, it fit. Let's see. This one gets commented on the most, mainly because it's in my background a lot whenever I post. I like it. It's a sunset painting, like what's not to like, right? This one, okay, I'm pointing to it, you can't see it, but I'll show it to you. It's kind of messy, like I said, I'm not a very patient person, so all the colors just kind of started like muddying up together, so that's unfortunate, but that's okay. Then for the one right next to it, I was trying something new. I actually bought acrylic paint for this one, because I wanted to add a little more texture to the mountains, but as you can see, I kind of messed it up as well, whatever. This one, I'm pretty sure I watched a tutorial for it. So I watched the tutorial once and then just tried to follow the instructions from memory, and it didn't turn out the best. But again, like, what was I expecting? These two, I was in the mood to paint something simple, and I'm pretty sure that this would qualify as simple. The strangest thing happened. For some reason, my camera just stopped recording. I don't know why, but I checked. What I recorded still there, so I guess it just stopped recording for some reason. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna continue now. I'm not really sure where we were, but I guess we were talking about these two, I guess. Yeah, I was just in a simple mood, so I didn't mind. This one, you might be thinking like, I thought you said you didn't like having people in your paintings. To be honest, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I don't think this is a person. I don't know. Like, I just don't think that this is actually a person. If it were, I would think that they're radioactive or something. Like, look at that tree, it looks pretty dead, no? Maybe it's a shadow, you don't know. I don't know. Like, I think the brush strokes around the moon are pretty nice, so that's what I tend to focus on. But if you want to create like a story for this guy on the bench, maybe he's radioactive, you don't know. That could be interesting. Oh my goodness, I didn't mention these two. So this one is just your regular tree, of course. In nighttime, I wanted one, so I made one. And then I tried to do like an autumn version of it, I guess. This, I believe, is the superior one, but you know, that's okay. I'm still glad to have them. So this one, had it gone right, also would have been one of my favorites, but I messed up. So real quick, so when you're painting like underwater scapes, I don't know what they're called, but yeah. So the lightest part will be the top third of the painting, and then also the bottom third. And then it gets darker as it gets to the middle. So it's kind of like a reverse tunnel, I guess. I was using like super cheap paper, right? So this is like drawing block paper. So as I tried to make it darker, I just kept scratching into the paper. So there's actually like, it's not supposed to be that way, but I don't know, like from afar it looks nice, and I do see it from afar, so like I'm fine with it. You know, I'm just a little disappointed, that's all. But I still think it's pretty, so. And we have a waterfall, but in pink, because why not? Why not? I think it's really pretty. And there's water right here. I'm really gonna like zoom in on it. I want you to see like how pretty the water is. It is like super pretty, and you deserve to see it. This one is another freeform one. I'm not really sure what I was going for, but pink trees, they're pretty. This one, okay, tell me if it's just me, but does it not look like a Minecraft block, that book block? Like, I feel like I could just like pluck this out of the wall and there would be like a square shaped hole in the wall. No? Just me? Okay, that's fine. Okay, and then now we're gonna get into the final three. So this one actually is a replacement. I had another painting in this spot right here, but I hated it so much I was like, nope, you have to go, and I got rid of it. Now this is here instead. So technically this was the final painting of the wall. And I was like, you know what, let's just go out on a high note. Let me just combine all the things that I like. So there's purples, there's pinks, there's blues, the trees, of course, water. It's very pretty, I think. The reflections were a little difficult. It's not like Bob Ross said, you know, you can't just sweep a dry brush over it and create reflections. You know, it doesn't work that way in watercolor, but I don't know. I think I did okay. Yeah, I definitely look different. Sorry about that. I realized that I actually skipped over this koi fish painting, which is ridiculous because it's one of my more like important ones, to me at least. The video that Jude did on his koi fish painting is actually the one that made me want to start painting, and it goes a little bit deeper than that, but I'm not going to talk about that. You don't need to know. Yeah, I can't believe that it took me like this long to get my own koi fish painting, but here it is, and I think it's beautiful. And sorry about that interruption. Enjoy the rest of the tour. Okay, so the story behind these two. It was like the last two spots left to be filled, right? So I was like itching to just finish it. And I don't know why. I was just like feeling like pressure for some reason to finish the wall. And so I had messaged Jude. I was like, oh wait, no, it was a voice memo. It doesn't matter anyway. So I was like, do you just want to see the wall even though it's like not finished? And he was like, yeah, I would still love to see it. And I said that I would show it to him. But I don't know, something inside me was like, you cannot show it incomplete. So I don't know, I'm just a completist, I guess. And it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and like I just painted these 2 paintings right here just to finish it up, just to show it. Why am I like this? I don't know. This one kind of looks like bamboo, and I agree, but it's actually supposed to just be a forest. You know, when you look up at a forest, yeah. It's just the green. It's just bamboo green, but it's not bamboo. But it doesn't matter. And then the final one that I did, it made me realize that I do have an appreciation for the color purple. I've never really been much of a purple person, but I mean, look at how pretty it is. I think it's just so nice, you know? Yeah, I just think it's really pretty, and I'm glad that I have it. Oh, we can briefly talk about the larger paintings. So we have 4 on this wall right here. So the top left-hand corner, we have a pink painting. It's supposed to be like raining diamonds, obviously, and that's what I titled it at the back. I didn't do a very good job on this, but it's okay. I kind of messed up the top part, but I don't hate any of these paintings. I know I was pretty harsh on this one right here, and I know that I said that I hated it, but I don't hate the painting itself. I just hate the experience that I had with it, okay? If I hated it, it wouldn't be anywhere in my sight, so it's fine, you know? I love all of these for some reason, okay? Anyway, so the next one I did while I was bored, and I didn't really have an idea going into it, which is probably why it looks kind of like flat. I don't know. It looks kind of like, yeah, just flat. I think it needs more dimension and like clearly a better plan. Like, what even is this? I think it's supposed to be a cityscape, right? But like, what? And then this painting is where most of the green went. Yeah, I definitely hit pan on the green for this one right here. And then this one right here is pink, purple, and blue, because, you know, in case it wasn't like super obvious, I'm straight. I'm not. It's just a bi-pride flag. Anyway. Actually, I have one more. I don't know if I should. I'll get it. Hang on. Okay, so last but not least, this painting right here that I have on that wall over there. There's another wall there, but like it's empty. So the original idea for the album cover was to actually have like, it was gonna be the same picture but cut up into 9 sections, and then each section was gonna be colored differently to show like a different mood for each song on the album. That didn't really pan out, so I went for a more like minimalistic design. And yeah, this is just to like remind myself of the original idea that I had, and it's nice now that I'm thinking about it, you know, like it's nice that I have something to remind me about the album, because the album is what made me start painting in the first place, so that's sweet. I didn't intend it that way, but it's still sweet regardless. Yeah, I guess that's the end of the tour. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I finally did it. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the tour of this mini gallery that I have on my wall. I just had a really good time just kind of reminiscing about like everything. Thank you just for listening to me talk about something that you don't even care about, but it made me really happy, so thank you. I'm not really much of a painter. Like I'm pretty sure that I've said that like at least a few times in this video. What I mean by that is I don't really feel compelled to paint, so I'm probably not gonna pick up a brush for a long while. But when I thought about making this video, I thought about paying tribute to this phase in my life. It brought me so much peace and joy and color, and I think it deserves a proper send-off. So for the outro of this video, I'm gonna make one more painting that I will be putting up on the wall, and that is the end of my painting phase. The neat ending, I guess. Yeah, so please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Tell me which one is your favorite, which one is your least favorite. I'm open to hearing anything really. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you again. Goodbye.